Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Seahawks are top 10 in first downs, and they'll be up against a Rams team that...
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading them out in his 7th year now out of Virginia Tech, Tyrod Taylor.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
2nd down following the run. They go play action with Taylor. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff as they run left side. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Play clock winding down. Taylor. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They are led out by a man who needs little introduction at this point. Well, no introduction. Now 5-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
The numbers there for Cobb a week ago. 6 catches, 90 yards.
And that touchdown was his first of the year, and you know he's eager to get more of those. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
First carry for Lynch, back against his old mates. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Rashawn Perriman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Brady now on 1st down. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Back to the ground, Lynch. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. It's a 3-point game here early. We'll be back to Seattle right after this. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it's Marshawn Lynch who appears to have been shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
It's caught by OBJ. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Taylor, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Tyrod Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Now the return comes from Dexter McCluster. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoff. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Armstead in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now Parkey for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now Brady throwing on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. From the gun on third down, Brady. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Brady now on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Finding fouls complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now Brady. He goes underneath for Anderson. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Again, it's Brady. A dump off to Anderson. And he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Throwing on first down is Brady. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Brady again. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
1st and 10. Here's Brady. They dump it off to Lynch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Brady to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. To throw on 2nd down. Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Here's Brady. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. A try here for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Seahawks are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Rams didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Now 2nd and 8. Brady's going to find his mark, and he'll be tackled at the 11-yard line. They would go on to kick a field goal and put 3 points on the board. Seahawks with the ball midway through the second. Taylor is going to dart up the middle, and he'll go in from 2 yards out as they take the lead 7-3. Rams with the football late in the half. Under pressure here, the pass is picked off. Seahawks would then turn it around for the TD. Seahawks up by 2 touchdowns. Still a little time left on the clock. Lynch is by himself here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 8-yard line. Still late in the first half.
Okay, let's not waste any more time, or certainly any more of Larry's time. Let's play ball. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, rush coming, and he's taken down. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's John Ryan now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ooh, with a juke. And now running right through it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Devin Taylor in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're going to have a third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action with Taylor. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, Lynch. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big run there, 29 yards in the first.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd have this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Now Taylor on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Derek Morgan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Taylor. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Taylor. And he fires one, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
All right, partner, we just saw the 2nd interception of the game against Tom Brady. I'm going to see my eye doctor because I did not really see that, did I?
Well, nobody sees it often. Last year, he threw 2 interceptions all season. Did not throw 2 in a game, so certainly a rarity. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Let's go.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height.
Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They start the drive with Lynch. And some room to work. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Finds a seam inside the 40. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 6 yards there on the pickup, and the Rams are going to get a first down.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Easy.
First down, the run with Lynch. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you. And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Taylor. He finds Beckham complete. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now they try the right side here. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They're all through now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. Russell Wilson, good game throwing the ball, over 300 passing yards. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. I imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs, the mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield, get your team in position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve.